I'm surprised this one has not gotten a lot of attention. And that is the story that recently came out that Les Moonves, the battle husband of Julie Chen from CBS, amidst sexual allegations, it's come out that he has held a years long grudge against Janet Jackson over the now 2004 infamous wardrobe malfunction at the Super Bowl along with Justin Timberlake. This is a quote I'm about to read from HuffPost's Yashar Ali. Quote, from actors to entertainment lawyers, people who ended up on the wrong side of Moonves would often become his target for years after they upset him. One target of Moonves, ire and vengefulness, according to multiple sources, was in fact Janet Jackson. And he had a hand in blacklisting a lot of Jackson's music and songs on stations that he had some hand in or he was over, like MTV and several U.S. radio stations, after her breast was exposed when Justin Timberlake ripped off her corset during the infamous performance, and the ordeal costing CBS $550,000 from the FCC. Jackson and Timberlake have been repeatedly said the incident was an accident, claiming a lead-laced bra was supposed to cover up her breasts. Moonves, however, has always been convinced that the malfunction was intentional and it was done to stir up controversy. However, although he held grudges with both artists at the time, he later backed off of Timberlake, and this actually raised a few eyebrows at CBS, as Timberlake was allowed to perform after he tearfully apologized for the incident. However, Moonves was irked that Jackson didn't have a similar apology when she didn't in his mind, the same type of apology. The report that Mr. Ali wrote claims that Moonves, quote, ordered Viacom Properties, VH1 and MTV, and all Viacom-owned radio stations to stop playing Jackson's songs and music videos, unquote. And he even became enraged when Jackson eventually landed a book deal with a Viacom-owned publishing company. Ali also goes on to say, quote, the fallout from the incident inflicted significant damage on Jackson's career. CBS insiders who spoke to me, and we have to assume under the condition of anonymity, they went on to say they felt strongly that Moonves played a large part in how Jackson was perceived by the public, unquote. Which is kind of ironic, and this makes me even look at him more sideways, considering that Pulitzer Prize reporter Rona Farrow back this past July had a feature that featured 6 women accusing the CBS honcho of sexual harassment. In addition, more than 24 company employees, past and present, detailed episodes involving harassment, gender discrimination, or retaliation at the network between the 1980s and the 2000s. Actress Elena Douglas accused Moonves of luring her to a hotel to talk business, only to make sexual advances and forcibly kiss her. Okay, if you're going to somebody's hotel room for quote unquote business, that should be a red flag right there. Especially if other people are not going to be there. And especially if you're a female meeting a man. Yeah, I will admit, even though this Moonves character sounds like he's a jacked up dude, that's a little iffy right there. But another woman also, but several of these women have shared similar stories. And you know what? For those that say, "Oh, wait till the facts come out," I say, "Well, you told us. Well, look at all these women with Bill Cosby. He must be guilty." Hey, just saying. But what I think on that's messed up. I can understand him being ticked. I'd be ticked off if I had to give up a little over $500,000 in a fine because these two people screwed up. I probably wouldn't have them perform at the Super Bowl, at least as long as it was on my network. I wouldn't do that again, but at the same time, to mess up a woman for over what? This happened in 2004. We're almost 20 years ago. And you still trying to hunt this woman down to try to ruin her? Yes, you lost some money, but you probably recouped triple that since then. So, sorry, Mr. Moonves, can't feel sorry for you. And as a man who is on his own personal journey to let go of the past so I can move forward, I think this man should take that advice. Anyway, I'm out.